Good afternoon, folks. This is Hunter Jackson again with Giant Recreation World, Winter Garden, Florida, and happy Friday to everybody out there. I'm super excited to share with you today a true van. Last week we did a Class C that could function as a van. This week we're doing an actual van. So this is going to be the 2025 Coachmen Pixel 2.0, and this happens to be Coachmen's brand new lineup that represents their entry-level van market. I'm super excited to show this to you today. It breathes van life. So let's go ahead and get right into it, and you guys be the judge. Let's go. Before we get started in the video, I just wanted to jump in real quick and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. The video last week has far exceeded any expectation I think I could have ever had for the channel, especially this early on. And so I'm currently working with Giant Recreation on potentially doing a giveaway here in the coming weeks for all the people who have decided to start watching. So thank you so much, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Alrighty, folks, and let's get rocking and rolling on the 2025 Coachmen Pixel. Right off the bat, you can see this is going to be on the Dodge Ram platform. This is going to come with the 3.6 liter Pentastar engine, plenty of horsepower, plenty of torque. I'll put it up on the screen though for you guys to take a look. You can see we've got our new Pixel badging here off to the side with our pixelated marks. I like that. It's a nice touch by Coachmen. I do want to briefly share with you the front of this van. It should be very familiar if you've ever seen the Ram chassis before, but we are going to have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto with our 360 camera to give you that top-down view when you're backing up. And then up above here, we've got a secondary mirror / can also function as a camera to give you that rear view looks while you're driving down the road. Both of these chairs up here in the front, I've still got the plastic on it because it hasn't even gone through prep yet, but both of them do spin around very easily. That's something I wish I really had during my van life journey. And then moving down the side, you can see we've got the beautiful silver color going on. I believe they've got a dark gray, a white, and two different shades of silver. And as we move up, we do have our legless awning. Well, I say legless, so it comes out legless, and then as you put the awning down, there are a couple of legs that you'll use for your stability. That's why I haven't put this awning all the way out this afternoon. It's full on daytime right now. Moving down the side though, we've got a couple of outside power. While we're out here, I want to talk a little bit about Coachmen and construction. They are doing it exactly how all the van lifers out there do it. They're putting hush mat in the van, rock wool insulation, as well as a sound dampening material. Moving around to the back side of the van, you can see we've got our east to west facing bed. This could be a hiccup for some folks because it is going to limit the size of person that it can sleep. But down below here, we retain all of the storage capabilities, which I really appreciate. People often refer to this area as the garage, and this is some kickin' storage. Couple of pockets here off to the rear. You can see we've got our power outlets with USB-A, USB-C. And then off to the right-hand side here, this is an outdoor hot-cold shower. Little peek at the camera system that we were using before. That's for your, what do you call it? The mirror / can be a camera screen. As we move our way to the business end of the RV, first thing that I want to point out is that Coachmen has included their smart plug system. This is a really slick little idea. It is just a 30 amp connection on this, but it's got a couple of different LED indicators that'll let you know if the power coming in is clean or not. And then down below here, this coach is optioned out with the 2.8 kilowatt Onan generator. This is a quiet gen that does run on gas off the main fuel tank. And then moving out to the side, always like to point out, this is our freshwater connection, city water connection. We do have a solar on the side plug, which I'll explain in a second, can be super helpful. A spray port, this is going to be to spray out your stinky slinky. But one unique thing about this coach, it does not have a black tank. So this is going to be a cadet style toilet in here. We could pop this open so you guys can see kind of what I mean. And then directly down below, it does have a traditional gray tank. So this is where all of your shower water and your sink water is gonna feed into. You've got your pull valve, super easy to grab. To the left of that is gonna be where your stinky slinky goes. And as we move up, you can see the back side of our Truma exhaust vent. This is gonna be for your hot water heater. This does have a Truma hot water heater, obviously, as well as a Truma AC on top. That's a 13.5 BTU AC that has a soft start included. Let's go ahead and move around and get one more peek at the outside of the 2025 Coachmen Pixel. All right, moving inside the 2025 Coachmen Pixel, first thing that caught my eye is gonna be this exterior table. It's not the most sturdy table, I did notice that right off the bat, but one thing that I would be adding would be an additional strap over here to the side to give me a little bit more rigidity. All the same, I do appreciate having this small little place to set down things as I'm sitting outside the camper. And then moving inside, you can see we've got two additional seats, traditional, with your seat belts. Both of these seats, this one will pull this way, they go forward, they recline, so you can get whatever angle is most comfortable for you. And then we've got our round table up here. It's just big enough for two people to eat a meal at. One quick thing I forgot to point out, just below these seats down here is a terrific place for your tools. So this isn't a huge storage compartment, but I really like that they've built it up. So one, your feet aren't dangling when you're sitting on those seats right there, but two, they didn't eliminate the space. I think this is a terrific spot for some on-the-go tools, out of the way and there when you need them. Moving up above, we've got our storage compartment doors. I like that they've lined all of these with a soft material. This is gonna help with some of your sound deadening. I don't know if you could tell once we got inside the coach, it's very, very quiet. Moving this down though, we've got additional storage up above where the main cabin area is. This is gonna be for stuff that you need right before you leave the camper, maybe a couple of additional tools. Moving off to the side though, and right above these seats, we've got a few different controls. We've got our battery disconnect switch, our awning disconnect switch. This does have 12-volt tank pad heaters, as well as your water pump switch, and our switch to turn the generator on and off. A couple additional light switches for the interior here that are on your dimmable switches. And then the rest of your switches are going to be located right above the door here. So we've got our solar on off, charge controller, our inverter, awning in and out, and then our Truma system controls, a couple more light switches, and then this does come with a max air fan. Moving out, I do want to point out we've got a nice little kitchen going on in this unit. This is typical of van life. Again, countertop space. Everything is going to be limited when you have a chassis of this size, but it does come with your convection microwave, so you can air fry and bake in this style of microwave. As we're talking about this countertop space up here, and a lot of you guys are going to notice this is going to not be a solid surface countertop. According to Coachmen, it's going to be a hardwood laminate. It's something that stood out to me right as I walked inside the RV. After looking at a couple other different products, everything in here is going to be that same style of hardwood laminate. So if you're looking for something finished off a little bit more fancy, you'll want to consider the Nova platform. That's the step up from the Pixel. But then right across from the kitchen area, we do have our traditional wet bath. This is going to be a one-piece fiberglass wet bath, and then right down below is where that cadet style toilet is feeding into. You can see we've got a little bit of pink stuff left over from the factory. Again, this coach has not been prepped yet. I kind of stole it from service just to film this video really quickly. I do like that they've included an upgraded nozzle, and let's go ahead and get a head test. Let's see here. Woo, it's tight even for me, but this is typically what the people in the van life are desiring. They want to go anywhere and everywhere, and they don't care if they have shower headroom space. Moving out and around, let's go ahead and get a peek at this storage down below here. We've got cabinet doors or cabinet shelving. This is probably a good spot for your food and such. Down below here, we've got a little step to help us get up and onto the bed. Two drawers below the microwave, both identical to one another. They are well finished off, and I can appreciate that they're using dovetail cabinetry in here. It's just the faces that I think people may have an issue with. And then moving back, I always love to point it out, This RV came with a trash can spot, so this is a huge feature to have. Obviously, floor space, counter space, all your space is very limited, so having a spot for everything is really important when you get into this van life. And then moving towards the back of the coach, this is gonna be our east to west style bed here. I can fit on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that now, but it is a little bit tighter. All right, so we pop that stool out to the side there, and keep in mind, sitting right at about 6'2" with shoes on at an angle all day. Now, if you had a companion with you, I'm starting to run out of a little bit of room. We're probably gonna be kneeing each other in the night, but again, I'm a little bit on the taller side. Obviously, I'm not a big dude, but this is a pretty slick little bed setup, and I really, really like the storage that goes beneath it. And then speaking of the storage underneath the bed area, let's go ahead and pop this bed up over here. It's super easy to put into place. You clip this into the side over here, and now we've got all this space. Now keep in mind, let me grab you real quick and move around. Try not to give you motion sickness. Everything below this line can stay. So if you've got a dog crate or extra totes with winter clothes or different storage items, you've got a lot of flexibility down here. They've also included these tie-offs off to the side, so you can kind of fashion your own little shelving units if you so chose. And then moving up and over the bed here, we've got cabinetry that goes along the entire length of the RV. So this is going to be where you're keeping most of your items. You can see this does come with the JBL flip, which they have mounted under the cabinet over in here. A lot of lighting in here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the lighting in this unit is absolutely terrific. You could probably do surgery in this RV, although I don't recommend it. Moving down, we can see a couple of business items. This is going to be your breaker box and fuse panel. And then moving up opposite of that, we've got some access into our water lines. This is great for maintenance. I'm not sure all what this stuff is. That looks like a pump to me, but I'm not positive. I am not an RV technician. And then moving out and around, the last thing I don't think I've showed you yet is going to be this refrigerator. This is the Nova Cool. We do have a freezer here on the bottom. If I can get it popped out, oh no, because the lock mechanism's there. If I can get it popped out now, you actually get a pretty decent amount of freezer space. I'll put it up on the screen to let you know exactly how many cubic feet go in this. But then same idea with the fridge. Pop it off to the side. Oop, again, lock mechanisms. And you can see we've got a decent amount of fridge storage space. So I'm guessing 2 people, you could probably fit every week or every bit of 2 weeks worth of food in here. Alrighty folks, and the last 2 things I want to point out on this RV before I let you go today, 2 things that I would have really, really loved on my van back in the day. Check this out. We've got a full screen door, so none of the bugs can come in while you're cooking at night. And then moving out and around, same story right here on the main door to give you total bug privacy. Very, very cool. Alrighty guys, so everybody again who made it this far in the video, huge thank you, and huge thank you to everybody who came back from last week's video. I can't stress it enough. It's been an absolute blessing. I feel like I got totally lucky, but I'm super excited for the direction that we're heading. A couple things that I missed out on last week, price point. So this one, I'm not going to say the sale price. Click the link in the description to see the most recent pricing, but MSRP on the 2025 Coachmen Pixel, the one that I'm sitting in right now, is going to be $158,000. Again, this has a huge discounted price. Click the link in the description, but I want to keep the videos as current as possible. Somebody watches this video 4 years from now or so, I want to make sure that I'm not telling any prices from 4 years ago. So I think I'm jibber jabbering a little bit. Like always, if you could like, comment, subscribe, that really, really helps out the channel. And if you guys are interested in seeing any Coachmen, Forest River, Thor, Keystone products, we've got them all in the lot here. Drop a comment down below. I'd love to film one next week. So that's all I got for now. Thank you again, and let's see you next Friday. Later.